following is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Marconi, he rolls out to the end zone and it's picked off! It's picked off by San Francisco! Andrew Ball! Pass going deep again to Iva, wide open! Iva 10-5 touchdown!
Looks like they were in that same defense that he scored on before.
H-Hole picks up a block. He is off to the races. 10-5 touchdown. New York Knights. Right on the move. West back to pass. West will go to the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown. Tallahassee Pride.
Welcome everybody to the Dome in Orlando, Florida. Another Simulation Football League broadcast on a beautiful Saturday afternoon from the Sunshine State as the 1-5 Orlando Intimidators are set to host the 0-6 Cleveland Vipers in a battle for last place in the SFL standings, and we certainly are appreciative of you being here today with us as Cleveland tries to end a very long streak of losses led by Chris Davis and Caleb Wright, while the Orlando Intimidators look to just take care of business today. A lot of close losses. The Intimidators have been healthy, but they just have not been able to find the win column as much as they hoped this year, led by Lambert and Parker. Let's head down to the field for the coin toss.
You guys ready?
This is it.
The Vipers will make the selection. What is the call?
We want heads.
Heads it is.
We'll take the call.
The Vipers have won the toss and select to receive.
Cleveland's offense will be on the field first from the Dome in Orlando, Florida. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine. This is another presentation of the Simulation Football League's Sim Football Network on Twitch. Kick it! Let's go! From the 10, Cleveland past the 25 up to the 30-yard line. So out trots Caleb Wright. In recent weeks, Caleb Wright has been a much improved player. Scott King and Noel Kreis are his receivers, along with running back Chris Davis, the rookie. First and 10 at the 30 as we get underway. Caleb Wright will start under center, and Orlando starts in the 3-4 set with a shifting defense. Scott King to the bottom of the screen, Kreis to the top of the screen. And after the audible, Wright with 7 on the play clock will hand it off to Chris Davis right up the gut, and Davis picks up 9. Nice change up there from Caleb Wright, and a good start up to the day for Chris Davis. Cleveland in the road, white helmets, white jerseys, brown pants, brown numbers, light red trim. Orlando in the home, white helmets, dark blue jerseys, black pants, white numbers, gold, and white trim. 2nd and 1 for Cleveland. They go 3 in the backfield, and Orlando creeps up the line, now 8 in the box. Noel Kreis, the lone receiver, to the bottom of the screen. Orlando showing a blitz. They hand it off to Davis. Davis cuts back up the middle. He's got a first down and more up to the 44-yard line. So a couple of runs to start the game for Cleveland. And they move the chains successfully. Caleb Wright and Chris Davis, gold stars on this offense. Noel Kreis and Scott King, both silvers. A talented offense that has not produced talented results. Davis takes a 3rd straight carry, cuts it all the way back to the other side of the field and picks up 4. Nice job by Davis, recognizing Orlando had the left side all plugged up. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Orlando's lone win of the season came in this building just a couple of weeks ago, a 17-13 triumph over the rival Honolulu Legends. Orlando takes on the Legends next week in their final game of the season. in Honolulu. That's a big game for the Legends, who have now fallen to 3-3, as Davis takes the handoff and again stays on his feet. Picks up a couple to bring up the first third down of the game. 3rd down and 4, and Cleveland starts the game with 4 consecutive runs. Third down, 4. Pretty boisterous crowd here in Orlando. Final home game of the season. Handoff to Davis again, and Davis couldn't find a hole, and he lost 2 yards. Steven Lambert makes the tackle in the backfield. 5 runs. No passes for Cleveland to start the game, and the Vipers have to punt it away after possessing the ball for about 2.5 minutes. A nice defensive stand there for Orlando.
Here I come, punter. I'm coming. I'm gonna block the punt.
4th down and 6. Cleveland kicks it away from the 14-yard line. Orlando up to the 18. So not terrific starting field position for Orlando, but it'll get the job done. This will be the first year the Orlando Intimidators miss the playoffs. And while the team is 1-5, their record is certainly not indicative of the talent they have on this team. They've lost a few games by 8 points or less. 1st and 10 of the 18. Hand off to Zach Parker to start things off. Zach Parker picks up a block. Oh my goodness! On the first play for Orlando. Parker all the way out to the Cleveland Viper 49. A pickup of 33 yards and a 1st down, Orlando. Zach Parker, 1 block, springs them, and that just shows, as Shigeki on the tackle, just how frustrating it has been to watch Cleveland Viper football this year. The worst season statistically for Cleveland in owner Ronnie Nickens' 5 seasons of tenure. 2 in the backfield, 2 receivers. The handoff goes to Parker around the left side. Parker stretching it out, and a nice job in the open field to make the tackle. The Vipers defense brings him down for a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 now, coming up at the Cleveland 45-yard line. Offensive starters for the Orlando Intimidators offense. Silver Star quarterback Ono Matsumoto. And he has been, the interception bug has gone up to him over the last couple of seasons. Parker takes a 2-yard gain. Zach Parker is the Gold Star running back, number 35. Trying to make it back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Zach Elfage on that last tackle. The silver receiver is Lorenzo Allen, and the bronze receiver is Nathan Chambers, 44 and 16 respectively. And the tight end, number 36, Isaac Perez. 3rd down and 4 for Orlando at the Cleveland 43. Matsumoto changing the play at the line, 7 in the box. Excuse me, back to pass. That pass is caught beautifully over the middle, pick up of 11. And Orlando 1st down. A nice grab and perfect timing on the throw from Ono Matsumoto. Three carries, 40 yards for Zach Parker here on the opening drive, and Orlando is chewing up some clock as well. 2 receivers in Parker in the backfield to the left of Matsumoto. Matsumoto changing the play. Again, 7 in the box for Cleveland. Back to pass. It's a short route to Allen. He picks up a couple. Steps out of bounds with 7:19 on the clock. No score here in the early stages. 2nd game of week number 10. The big games come in the next 2 days. Greg Morris will be alongside me for Dragons and Knights, as DC has also suffered a similar fate as Honolulu, dropping 2 straight games. They're trying to get back on track against the Knights, who are 4-2, a game ahead of them in the standings, and a game and a half back now of the Louisville Wolfpack, who leads the Gray Conference. Matsumoto changing the play again, 2nd down and 8. Matsumoto back to pass. And again, Matsumoto will throw it short, and that pass is caught for a 4-yard gain. 3rd down, 4. Back to pass. Matsumoto steps up. That pass incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down. So the Cleveland defense forces a stop. And the kicker will have to come on. Gibbs was the intended receiver who caught that last pass, but Zach Elfage knocked it down. So Orlando on to kick the field goal. And the 42-yard kick. Orlando gets them on the board first. 6:39 to go in the first quarter, and Orlando is struck first, 3-0. Chris Davis around the right side starts the drive with a 5-yard gain. Davis now averaging 3.8 yards a carry. So first drive of the game for Cleveland, they ran the ball 5 times and did not pass at all. They start this drive with another run. Second and 5 at the 33. 6:08 and counting here in the first quarter. Wright will hand it off to Davis again, and Davis is dropped in the backfield, a 3-yard loss. And the Cleveland Vipers have had the most unimaginative start to this game on offense that I've ever seen. 7 straight runs for the Cleveland Vipers. Happy birthday to Ramos Lynn. He's turned 18 and is graciously spending some of his birthday time with us. As Wright will pass for the first time today, and it's down the field and incomplete. Well covered by Isaac Wallace, and Cleveland will have to punt again. At least all the runs have kept the clock moving. So 4th down and 8.
Here I come, Leonard. I'm coming. I'm gonna block the punt.
Punt for Cleveland, back-to-back punts to start the game, and the winless Vipers not off to a good start offensively. From the 30, Orlando on the return and put flat-footed at the 32. Intimidators don't care how they win this game, they just want to win today. I think Cleveland's pretty much in the same boat. This game doesn't have anything to do with the playoff race in the SFL. And don't forget that major announcements come August 30th in this league. You will not want to miss next Sunday's broadcast. It is a must-see as we unveil epically what is coming up to the SFL that is going to be brand new. We're totally changing up the way we do things, the way that we present you, the Simulation Football League, and the ways that you can get involved and how much you can get involved. Cameron Brantley on that last sack of Matsumoto. So do not miss it, August 30th. You will feel really bad if you aren't here with us live for that epic reveal. It'll be at halftime of the Knights-Bulldogs contest on the Sunday Showcase. Back to pass, swing out, Parker. And Parker picks up 2. So now it's 3rd down and long for the Intimidators, and Orlando is not necessarily lighting this game on fire to start. Holy cow, 84-98. Welcome. Back to pass. Matsumoto trying to convert. Has a lot of time, and that pass is knocked away. Ahmad Harrington at strong safety knocks it down, and both defenses off to a strong start. Orlando's offense struggling to get going. It's almost sort of like they're sleepwalking through this one, expecting to win. Although Orlando, in the recent weeks, all they do is play close, defensive, low-scoring games. Beat Honolulu 17-13, lost to Baltimore 17-9. Those are their last 2 games. And it's 3-0 here, Orlando. Forgot to tack on the field goal. From the 34-yard line, Cleveland up to the 37. And the Vipers start there. First and 10 of the 37. Davis takes the handoff, cuts it around the right side. Looked like he got grabbed by his face mask. No call. Picks up just 3. Rodney Woods eventually on the tackle, brings up 2nd and 7. .343 to go in the first, right, and off to Davis, and Davis will pick up a couple. Cleveland still has just passed 1 time in this quarter. Here's a look at the rookie Kendrick Watkins. Has had a decent rookie season. Third down and 5. Out of the eye, off the counter. Davis around the left side. Davis has a first down. Lacoste and Watkins combine on the stop, but Cleveland will stay on the field just a little longer. And boy, between all the runs of these teams, particularly Cleveland, this first quarter is blazing. Majesty 95 showing some Spanish. First and 10 at midfield. 2 receivers, 1 to either side for Cleveland. 3-4 defense for Orlando. Right on a draw to Davis, and Davis will keep the legs churning for a 1-yard pickup. 2nd down and 9. So Sunday Showcase tomorrow, we've got the Dragons and the Knights. Monday, a battle of 5-1 teams in the Teal Conference will likely decide the Teal Conference regular season champion. It's the Santa Fe Gorillas hosting the Baltimore Crabs. That's Monday night. Win some cash, watch a great matchup. Should be very entertaining as Cleveland trying to be as entertaining as possible with that throw as Wright gets it all the way down to the Orlando 30-yard line. First completed pass of the game for Caleb Wright. And it goes to the tight end down the field. First down and 10 at the 30. 1:43 to go in the first. And Cleveland rushes right up the middle for an 11-yard gain. And that was not Davis, but Todd F. McCoo in the game as Davis gets a break. And McCoo gets some nice blocks up the middle. Davis on the sideline once again. They go empty backfield, 4 wide receivers. Cleveland's on a drive right now. And Wright goes down the middle, and that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Really should have been caught. Lambert, a nice stop defending his turf. Second down. But the Vipers slowly have creeped down the field and into field goal range, and they're hanging around so far. Second and 10 of the 19. Out of the eye. Scott King still does not have a catch. Neither does Noel Price. Back to pass, Wright. Wright will flip it out to Christ. That pass is knocked away by A.J. Lacoste and incomplete, and it's third down. Third down and 10 from the 19. Empty backfield again. 5 wide receivers. 3-2-5 look back to pass. 3-2-6 look back to pass. And that pass is caught. What a throw from Caleb Wright to Noel Price. First and goal at the 9 for Cleveland. That was a difficult pass to make. Caleb Wright started to get happy feet just a bit in the pocket, but somehow found his man, and Cleveland Vipers could score a touchdown on this drive. Legitimately could score a touchdown here. 3 receivers, 2 to the right. Back to pass, Wright swings it outside. Davis back in. Davis makes one man miss, and Wallace and Watkins make the stop at the 5. Bring up second down and goal. And it looks like that will be the final play of the first quarter. End of 1 here from Orlando. Intimidators 3 and Vipers nothing, but Cleveland a second and goal when we come back. This is the SFL Network on Twitch. If the playoffs were to start today, here's what the matchups would be. Louisville and Baltimore are your conference leaders, 6-1 and 5-1 respectively. Santa Fe Gorillas would host the Honolulu Legends. The New York Knights would host the Tallahassee Pride. The DC Dragons and the San Francisco Bulldogs, currently due to tiebreakers, on the outside looking in. DC plays New York Sunday. Baltimore plays Santa Fe Monday, right here on the Sim Football Network on Twitch. We'll be back to Orlando after this. Start of the second quarter from the Dome in Orlando. Cleveland is on the move, and on second and goal, they'll hand it off to Davis, and he'll be wrapped up. It's going to bring up third down. Nice job by Stephen Lambert. He's had a good first half so far. Third and goal. Can Orlando hold him out? Orlando's defense combined in the last 2 games have given up just 30 points. And it's given up just 3 touchdowns. Third and goal from the 6. 4 receivers, 3 to the left side, Wright back to pass. Wright's going to go to the end zone. That pass is knocked away and incomplete. Threw it into quadruple coverage, looking for Noel Price. And Cleveland will have to settle for 3. Shout out to everyone in the chat so far today. Dark Destro MD, DR Sim 80, Majesty 95, NY Knights, Ramos Lynn, San Antonio, Spec Crew 1424, and True Shot Caller 1. 23 yards away is good. So all squared at 3. 11:23 to go in the first quarter. Ono Matsumoto and the Orlando offense will get back out there in a bit. From the 7-yard line. And good coverage by the Vipers. Only a 20-yard return. Orlando's got their wheels in the mud right now. Have not been able to separate themselves from the Vipers. First and only meeting between these two teams this year. Last time Cleveland came into this building, a wild game with a lot of momentum swings. And not much momentum for either team up to this point. Matsumoto straight back, throws down the middle, that pass caught. First down to Nathan Chambers to the 39, a gain of 12. Nice pitch and catch there from Matsumoto. Putting Chambers in the slot. That's Chambers' first catch of the day. Showing some nice composure in the pocket was Matsumoto on that play. First and 10 at the 39. Tie ball game at 3. 1-5 Orlando, 0-6 Cleveland. They're on the Sim Football Network as Matsumoto drops the throw and fires down the middle again, and Lorenzo Allen is wide open. 17-yard pickup to the Cleveland 44-yard line. Hand off to Zach Parker. And Parker's going to break away. 2 missed tackles. A third. Zach Parker all the way down to the 12. His best run of the day. And it's a first down for Orlando. A nice run. Ahmad Arrington couldn't bring him down. Neither could Lee Tuckinyuk. A nice job. And Parker gets it down to the 12. A pretty run against the Viper defense, which hasn't looked too bad today. Allen top of the screen, back to pass Matsumoto. He's going to go middle again. That pass caught. And it's near a first down, but Isaac Perez could not stretch it over the 2.5-yard marker. Down at the 3, 2nd and inches. And Parker walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Orlando. So Zach Parker caps off a drive that was primarily his responsibility, but Ono Matsumoto was also perfect on that drive, and Orlando finally breaks the touchdownless streak of this game, about 15 minutes. And the extra point is good. Orlando 10, Cleveland 3. So 9:07 to go in the first half. Cleveland now down by 7, and Davis will take the handoff. Oh, look at the room for Chris Davis! There was nobody around Davis! 30, 20, Lacoste trying to cut him off, and Cleveland scores a touchdown on the first play of the drive. Oh, man. I don't know who that was that got blown up, but that block was vicious. And that is Chris Davis's career long. Cleveland out of nowhere. What a block. I believe that was the center plowing the way for Davis. Wow. That was incredibly unexpected. First play of the drive. It was just like the sea parted out of the stadium. And Cleveland can tie the game up just like that with an extra point. And it's nearly blocked, but the kick is good. So after the Chris Davis run, Davis and Parker now each have a touchdown, and it's 10-10. From the 9, Orlando, a little shell-shocked right now with the Vipers. Bounced back so quickly after the Intimidators' touchdown drive. And we got a good ball game here on Saturday afternoon football. The Saponic-Irvine household will be divided Sunday when my Packers take on her Steelers. That'll be a fun preseason game. Preseason action has been pretty entertaining, honestly, so far. And that hit the lineman in the back, so that's going to bring up 1st and 15. Inyuk applying the pressure.
Ineligible receiver, number 69, up, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
So first penalty of the day belongs to the Intimidators. First down to the 1st and 15 at the 24. Orlando scored on a Zach Parker touchdown after a nice big run to the far sideline. Chris Davis scored one play later. Out of the eye, Parker's going to get the carry, and Parker scored no gain. I'm surprised Orlando has not taken advantage of throwing the football deep down the field. We've not seen one long ball from Ono Matsumoto today, and that is Cleveland's weakness defensively. Three receivers. Back to pass. Matsumoto steps into the pocket. Again down the middle. Beautiful job by Nathan Chambers to make the snag. 8-yard gain to set up a 3rd and manageable 7 at the 31. 8 minutes and counting here in the first half. Out of the shotgun, Matsumoto, 4 receivers. Back to pass. Down the field. Incomplete. Off the hands of the intended receiver, and look at the Cleveland Vipers today. Forcing a punt, and they will get the ball back tied at 10. Orlando has to punt it away. A pretty packed house here at the Dome for the home finale for Orlando as A little stunned right now. From the 30 to the 32-yard line. First and 10 at the 32. Wright starts the drive of the pass. He's going to go deep. And it is intercepted. And picking the pass off was Robert Woods, the free safety. And that ends that momentum. Last drive for Cleveland, they scored on one play. And this drive for Cleveland, they throw an interception and give it right back to the Intimidators. Either way you slice it, Cleveland's offense has not been on the field all that much here in this quarter. And Orlando begins from the 37, which is about where our last drive ended. Back to pass. Matsumoto just a little short. Good job by Shigeki, but even a better job putting pressure on Matsumoto. That caused the underthrow. And it's second down and 10 for Orlando. First turnover of the game belongs to Wright and the Vipers. Second and 10. Back to pass. Matsumoto caught. Ref falls over. 8-yard pickup. Third and 2. That is, I believe, Chambers with another catch. Nathan Chambers having a real nice first half against Cleveland. 7 minutes to go in the second. All tied up at 10. Both running backs have touchdowns. Back to pass, Matsumoto. He will fire it deep, and he's going to wide open Nathan Chambers. They finally take advantage, and the Intimidators are back on top. Touchdown, Orlando. You knew eventually Orlando would have their day, and Nathan Chambers against a lesser corner down the sideline could end up with a career-high day if he keeps making plays like that. So with 6:52 to go in the first half, Orlando has regained the lead. And the kick is good. (17-10). First touchdown pass of the day for Ono Matsumoto. He now has one to go along with no picks. Cleveland on the return up to the 28-yard line. Again, don't forget, Sunday, August 30th, we'll be making our some major league announcements. Plans have been finalized and will be executed in the coming week and weeks. Following the announcement, some exciting announcements regarding the postseason schedule. A whole lot more that we don't want to give away as Chris Davis picks up one. Those announcements will come as you look at Davis's 100-yard first half. At halftime of the Bulldogs and Knights Sunday Showcase game, Greg Morris will be alongside me for that. 2nd and 9 following Davis's run. 2 in the backfield, 3 receivers for Cleveland. They trail by 7. And the handoff goes to Davis, and Davis is pounded by Lambert. Unblocked up the gut, no gain. 3rd down and 9. Trips right, Orlando trying to turn up the volume here at the Dome. Right back to pass. Right fires, right side, and it's knocked away. 4th down, and Orlando is starting to get some energy in this building. Cleveland to punt it away. And Cleveland's problem this season has been, among others, that the offense has just not been consistent enough. As Orlando brings it up to the 43-yard line. First down for Matsumoto, threw a touchdown pass to Nathan Chambers on his last drive. Orlando trying to open this game up, finally, against the winless Vipers. Matsumoto outside, that's Chambers again, 2-yard catch. Chambers, 5 grabs, 85 yards, and a touchdown here in the first half. He has looked good. Fun fact, A.J. Blaylock and David Overstreet now lead the league in touchdowns by running backs and wide receivers. Blaylock just a bronze star, 9 touchdown receptions this year. And David Overstreet a total of 18 offensive touchdowns this year. That's more than Park Eachel, as David Overstreet begins to seriously make his case for the MVP. And Skeletor P-Funk's quarterback rating just continues to skyrocket as Louisville won their 6th in a row on Thursday night. 3rd down and 3 for the Intimidators at midfield. Three receivers, 2 to the right side, back to pass, Matsumoto, he fires down the middle, and boy, Koyama Shigeki cannot cover anybody. He couldn't cover Chris Christie at a donut shop, running to get a refill on a soda. Allen now with a few grabs. There's Chambers' updated numbers. 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 44. 4 receivers, 2 to either side, and 5 down linemen for Vipers. They rush them all, and Matsumoto has plenty of time. That pass is caught on the sideline. That's Chambers again. 6 grabs for 91 yards. And Orlando has taken a lot of time off the clock here with this drive, down to 4:05 to go. Hand off to Parker on the left side. Parker's just not have a first down. Nice stop there by Zach Alphonse. Brings up 3rd down and 1. And when you look at this second quarter for Cleveland, they had the ball one time, or one play. They scored a touchdown on that to Davis. And then had the ball one play and threw an interception, and Orlando has pretty much had the football the entire quarter. 3rd and 1, hand off to Parker, left side. He's going to move the chains, gets around the corner, hits the 15, breaks off a tackle, and Zach Parker finally run out of bounds at the 10. Another tremendous run. What a drive here for Orlando. Nice block on the outside on Shigeki. And great footwork on the sideline for Parker. Nearly stayed in and took it to the house. Clock continues to roll. 1st and 10 at the 10. Just outside the 10, actually. And off Parker right side. Parker breaks up a tackle. Inside the 5, down to about the 4.5. 114 yards for Zach Parker, and this has been a running back's first half. No doubt about that. Cleveland's defense has to be absolutely exhausted at this point. 2nd and 4 at the 4.5. Everybody tied up on the line for Cleveland. Matsumoto handoff Parker. Right side. Cannot stretch it out. A nice shot of the gap by Elfage. 3rd and 5. Zach Elfage having a good, solid, productive half as well. 3rd down. Orlando trying to pad their lead. 3 receivers. Matsumoto's going to throw it. He's going to find Allen, who's going to turn the corner and score a touchdown, Orlando. Matsumoto, 2 touchdown passes here in the first half, and a magnificent drive orchestrated by the Orlando offense. And we saw Thursday night against the Louisville Wolfpack a similar play run by Oklahoma City, and Johnny Bierme just ran it out of bounds short of the sticks. That route much better from Lorenzo Allen, and it results in 6. And the extra point, good. And Orlando has finally separated themselves from the Vipers. It's 24-10. Cleveland won last shot to make it a 1-score game before the half. They've only had the ball, by my calculation, for 2 plays in this second quarter. Check that, 4 plays. They had a 2nd and goal. Well, no, that was Orlando at the beginning of the quarter. 2 plays for the Vipers. Caleb Wright, empty backfield. Back to pass. Wright fires, complete, and pushing ahead for the first down. The tight end. It brings us to the 2-minute warning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Orlando Intimidator Radio Network.
You're listening to 1090 WIRN, The Extra Point, Orlando's sports leader.
Dan Stevens, Peter O'Keefe coming up with the first half highlights, stats, and analysis from the SFL studios in San Antonio. And the 2K Sports halftime report. It won't be Dan and Peter for long. And off Davis, dropped in the backfield, 3-yard loss. Three in the backfield for Cleveland. 90 seconds to go before they hit the locker room. Davis is squashed up again. Lambert, another tackle. Not sure if it's going to go down as a tackle for loss or not. 3rd and 13. $1:10 to go. 3 receivers, 2 to the left side. Caleb Wright back to pass. Wright has time, breaking down, fires. Oh, it's caught! And Christ did not get the first down. How in the world? First of all, how did Noel Christ even catch that pass? Beautiful coverage. But then Noel Kreis failed to move the sticks, and Cleveland has to punt it away. I don't know how he didn't get the first down. I thought he was going to break loose and go all the way. And Orlando nearly blocks that kick. Cleveland wastes most of the clock. Down to 15 seconds. Well, the ball at the 16, and I would expect Orlando to just run the ball and sit on it. Well, Matsumoto's going to keep throwing, and he's going to go deep in the field, and that pass is intercepted off the hands of the intended receiver, and Cleveland, unbelievably, is going to get the ball at the Orlando 29. Morris Green with the pick. Nathan Chambers was wide open, hit him in the hands, could have been another touchdown. And Cleveland catches a huge break, and they potentially could get some points on the board. How about that for a turn of events? This from 46 yards away could be some positive momentum for the Vipers heading into the half. And the kick from the Vipers is good from 46 yards. So Orlando tries to go for the home run ball. It would have paid off if Chambers would have caught it. Instead, Epstein kicks the field goal, and Cleveland is down just 11. And the Intimidators return the kickoff, but that ends the first half, 24-13. Intimidators on top by 11. Dan and Peter, call is yours.
Tackled hard at the 29. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Intimidators enjoying a lead, 24-13.
Okay, Dan, let's get this halftime show started. What do you have for us?
A look at our halftime stats here, and boy, look at the difference in passing yards. The Intimidators are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Number 35 bounces this one to the outside, and he's got some room to maneuver out there. That set up a 44-yard field goal. The Intimidators get the first points of the game and go up by 3. Towards the end of the first quarter, the Vipers have the ball at the 49-yard line. Number 19 connected with his man on this one. That set up an easy 24-yard field goal. Later on in the second quarter, game tied 3-all. Number 35 would get the carry here. Good blocking up front, and it helped to spring him. The Vipers now in the second quarter. Number 34 on the carry here as they work the ground game, and this is a nice run. A 70-yard touchdown for the visitors. Game tied 10-all. Number 26 is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way, and he's able to get his hands on this one and picks it off. The Intimidators, still middle of the second. Number 16 emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. A 55-yard touchdown for the home team. Late into the second quarter, the Intimidators leading by 7. Number 35 got the call on third down, and it paid off. They're now up by 14. The Intimidators, still late in the half. Green would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Intimidators out in front, 24-10. Epstein is going to try to dial one in from very long distance. Plenty of leg to it, though. He's got it. A 47-yard field goal. And that will do it. The Intimidators are up big at the half. 24-13.
Nice job, Dan.
The Intimidators get the ball first this half, and another score by them could really open up this game. They currently lead 24-13. Let's go down to the field.
Orlando gets the ball to start the second half. Welcome back to the Dome in Orlando, Florida. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine, and the Orlando Intimidators. The one-win Intimidators have a 24-13 lead on the winless Cleveland Vipers. A 10-point swing right at the end of that first half. Could have easily been 31-10 to start the second half. Instead, it's 24-13, and Cleveland creeps a little bit closer to an upset. Matsumoto back to pass. Everyone goes deep. He's going to fire it. Clear out of bounds to the Viper bench. Nobody was open. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback just chuck it all the way to the sidelines. They said that Allen was the intended receiver, so he must have been in the area somewhere. But Matsumoto just decides to live another day. He rocketed that one. Almost like he was trying to get it to a fan. 2nd and 10 Intimidators. Largest lead of the day has been 14. Back to pass. Matsumoto check down Parker. Haven't seen much of that today. Parker got away from the first two, but ran sideline to sideline instead of up the field. No gain. It's 3rd down and 10, and a solid start for the Cleveland defense to begin the third quarter. Four receivers for the Intimidators. Had a big problem against Baltimore going down the middle of the field on 3rd down. Way too much last week. And Matsumoto is going to air it deep. And it's tipped and incomplete. Nice job by the linebacker down the field. And my, oh my, Orlando goes 3 and out on the opening possession of the second half. And Cleveland doing their best to give us a good game on a Saturday for a change. Cleveland nearly gets to that punt at the 35-yard line. And a return to the 37. I don't know if you guys saw about a 14-second clip. It was the funniest things I've seen in a long time. 2 high schools from what it looked like Hawaii were playing, and the running back was sprinting down the field. He was about to score a touchdown. There was one guy chasing him, and the guy was about 10 yards behind the guy, and he dove like that was going to make a difference, and he just face plants. I mean, he just absolutely kills himself with this most ridiculous dive. I mean, you can't fault the kid for the hustle, but oh my goodness, it was the funniest thing ever. I don't know who that was that posted that on my feed, but I appreciate them for that. Woods on the tackle was 5th. Davis cannot pick up anything. 2nd and 10. Second down, 10 at the 37. 3 in the backfield for the Vipers. It usually signals a run. What's crazy is there's a few teams that use the heavy 3-back set as Davis picks up 7. And there are pass plays out of that set, yet for whatever reason, people don't like passing in that set. And I have not been able to figure that out all year long. T paternity in-house. 3rd down and 3 at the 44. Hand off to Davis. Davis breaks off a tackle. He's got a first down. The Orlando 47. Cleveland is hanging around in this game. Orlando has not been able to put him away. That drop by Nathan Chambers at the end of the half, to be fair, it was slightly overthrown. But that was a huge turning point in this game. $9:40 to go, 3rd quarter, 24-13 Orlando. Another 3-back set for Cleveland. Defense shifting for Orlando. Hand off Davis. Davis sidesteps, nearly got a first down, pushed ahead to the 39-yard line. Chris Davis has 124 yards rushing today, averaging 5.9 yards a carry. Not a bad day for Davis, who has struggled to find his footing in the SFL. Lacoste couldn't make the tackle. Cleveland near field goal range. If you missed Thursday night's matchup, the Louisville Wolfpack down 10-0 early to Oklahoma City, as that counter does not work at all. 2-yard loss and bring up 3rd down and 4. But Oklahoma City was upsetting Louisville 10-0 in that first quarter, and then the wheels fell off in a big way. 30 unanswered points for the Wolfpack as they cruised in that game, 44-23. But again, Oklahoma City's offense without Pete Bruschi looked pretty good. For Joseph Redfeather, in the last 3 weeks, he's only thrown 1 interception. And once again had a 300-yard evening as Wright drops the throw, escapes pressure. Wright throws all the way across the field. Wide open is McCool. What a play from Caleb Wright to the 28-yard line. One of the best throws of the year, all the way across the field. And no one was looking at McCool. That's how you convert a 3rd down. Oh, man. That was sensational. Under 8 to go. Cleveland still on the move. Orlando, once before, has blown a 14-point lead in this building this year as Davis picks up a yard. The problem for both of these teams, which is one of the main reasons why they're at the bottom of the standings, is they've settled for too many field goals and not touchdowns, especially on long drives. Second and 9 at the 27. Back to pass, Wright. Wright checks it short, race to the sticks. Shoved out of bounds at the 21. Caleb Wright now just 61 passing yards. Deal on the catch. 3rd down, 3. Can Cleveland keep the drive alive? Mark your calendars, August 30th. You won't want to miss the epic reveal of major SFL announcements. As Wright is going to go to the end zone. It is incomplete. I believe that pass was tipped at the line of scrimmage. That was a wobbly throw. Isaac Wallace, step for step with Scott King, and the drive stalls out. However, a field goal does make it a one-score game. But another disappointing end to a drive for the Vipers. This will be their third field goal of the day. "38 yards away from the left hash. And the Vipers trying to make it 3 for 3. They do. Boy, kickers have been on the money in recent weeks here in the SFL. And the Cleveland Vipers have given themselves a shot, really for the first time this year in the second half of a ball game, 24-16. So Orlando will start the drive from the 25. Allen to the top of the screen. It's had a very quiet day. Parker's going to take the handoff, and Parker picks up 3. 8.9 yards a carry for Zach Parker today. Again, tight set here for Orlando. 2 backs, including Parker. Parker will take another stretch left, and Parker's hitting the backfield. Zach Alfays cuts him down. He is having a great game for Cleveland. And just like that, it's 3rd and 9. Alfays here just splits the gap, finds the target, and makes the play. Four receivers, 2 to either side. And that pass off the hands of Husek and incomplete. Another 3 and out for Orlando. What is happening here to the Intimidators? The Cleveland Vipers rising up here in the second half. They could potentially tie the game with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on the next drive. Very much alive. Trying to end a streak of losses that dates back to last season, and trying to overall end a losing streak of 22 out of 23 as Cleveland returns up to the 41-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vipers. .22 carries, 122 yards today for Davis. 5.5 average. Hasn't been too shabby today at all. It's carry number 23, but this time stunned in the backfield, a 2-yard loss. Orlando all over that play. 2nd and 12. Does Cleveland have what it takes? To shock everybody in this building. 3 receivers, 2 to the right. Right back to pass. Wright's got time, fires. It's off the hands of the intended receiver, and man, we have had some drops today. Got to make those catches over the middle. And Wright, a little beside himself. 3rd and long. And that's exactly what Cleveland did not want to get into to start the drive. Four receivers, three to the right. Right side of the shotgun, empty backfield, back to pass. Wright's in trouble off his back foot. That pass is off the hands and incomplete. Looking for Scott King, although he was well defended by Kedrick Watkins. And it's 4th down, so Cleveland goes 3 and out. Cannot take advantage. Good job by Wright. Throwing on the run. Put the ball pretty much on the money, but actually Isaac Wallace does a good job of knocking the ball away. Didn't even have a chance to hit King in the hands. So the Vipers will have to punt it away. Sunday showcase tomorrow. 4-2 New York Knights, 3-3 DC Dragons, a rematch from earlier this year. The Dragons have lost 2 straight, looking for some home cooking. Nice punt return here to the 32. 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, alongside Greg Morris, who will be back after having a rough last Sunday. Sicko. Money Monday with Mike Peters. Baltimore, Santa Fe. Winner claims more than likely the conference championship. As Matsumoto throws it to Allen, complete 8-yard gain. Allen and Chambers now each with 6 grabs, but Allen just 43 receiving yards. Both have a touchdown. 2nd and 2, clock keeps moving. 4:25 to go in the 3rd. Cleveland goes 4-3 set. Single back look for Parker. And Parker gets the carry right up the middle. Oh, beautiful move by Parker. He's still on his feet. Zach Parker down to the Cleveland 40. Ahmad Arrington saved a touchdown. What a nice job by Parker. He didn't have a lot of room here, but he made Cameron Brantley look foolish. Arrington just by the ankles. Parker's best run up the middle today. 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 40. Orlando on the move. Parker gets another carry. Parker is still going. Parker breaks a tackle. 15-10. He will walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Orlando. Parker's 2nd touchdown of the day has Orlando back up 2 scores. Cleveland chasing Zach Parker that whole series. And Orlando's offense has definitely enjoyed the lack of Viper defense at times today. Shan having a good time today. Extra point is good. Orlando 31, Cleveland 16. Shout out to all the SFO supporters here today with us. Dark Destro MD, Dazzo 0007, DR Sim 80, Majesty 95, My Mash C, NY Kia 31, NY Knights, San Antonio, Spec Poo 1424, and True Shot Collar 1. From the 8, Cleveland on the return to the 30. Cleveland still plenty of time to make this a football game, but their only touchdown came on the first play of a drive. They have not been able to execute a long drive that has ended in a touchdown. And until they can prove they can do that, the Vipers will not be winning this game today. Davis aligned to the right of Wright. And Caleb hands it off. And Davis is put down immediately. Down to 119 rushing yards, and Chris Davis's average is quickly tumbling here in the third quarter as Stephen Lambert continues to shut down the middle of the field. Second and 10 from the 30. Three receivers, right. Steps aside. Oh, wide open, man! And that's dropped. That's deal again. Third and 10. And Caleb Wright is making some nice throws. But the Vipers just... he's throwing to the wrong guys. Needs to find King and Christ. Those other receivers and tight ends are not going to get it done for him. Empty backfield, 5 wide. Right back to pass on third down and 10. He looks down the field. That pass is caught! No, he dropped it! What a hit by Kedrick Watkins, who stares down the camera. Fourth down. Matthews got rocked, actually, by Isaac Wallace. Isaac Wallace is having a game today, man. He has played very well, shutting down Scott King and everyone else that comes into his territory. So fourth down and 10, back-to-back 3-and-outs for Cleveland. They'll have to punt it away, and Orlando can firmly take control on this game. The score here. Like the league on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels if you have not already done so, all at /SimulationFL. Part of our new league website. Should be up next week. Back to pass, Matsumoto, he's going for everything, and he's got an incomplete pass. Lorenzo Allen ran his route a little bit too far to the sideline. Had the chance to at least catch it in bounds, but couldn't even do that. Incompletion brings up second and 10. Second and 10 at the 34. Parker out of the backfield. A lot of space. First down to the 46. And actually, that is the fullback who... Kaylee Dock, he's got some speed out there. He turned on the Jets quite nicely as Orlando moves the chains. (31-16) Orlando trying to separate themselves. This is their largest lead of the day. Matsumoto back to pass, and Matsumoto checks it down. Parker's got some space, breaks off a tackle from Jordan Gray, and has another first down to the Viper 43. Parker not too heavily involved in the passing game today, but Jordan Gray couldn't make the initial play. Arrington cleaned it up. But not before Orlando continues their drive. Matsumoto today, 164 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, creeping up near a 100 rating. 3 in the backfield for Orlando. And the handoff goes to Parker around the left side. Oh, Parker made 3 people miss before taking an absolute shot from Jordan Gray, a 2-yard gain. Gray, quiet in this game, picked up via waiver wire earlier this year after Oklahoma City let him go. Second and 8 of the 41. And Parker. And Parker in the backfield. 3-yard loss. That's Gray again. Gray upset that Parker made him look foolish 2 plays ago, and it's 3rd and long for Orlando. And Orlando is still outside of field goal range, so Cleveland most certainly could get a big stop here and keep it a 2-score game headed into the 4th quarter. Shotgun for Matsumoto, back to pass. And Matsumoto going to fling it deep, and it is dropped. Lorenzo Allen dropped the pass. Man, he was wide open. And both of these offenses, both of these receiving cores, I should say, a little sloppy today. And Cleveland's defense gets off the field. Matsumoto put that on the money. Allen just couldn't come down with it. Maybe he was a little bit too nervous about the sidelines after running that route a couple of plays ago. This punt will bounce at the 10, hop at the 6, roll to the 4, down to the 3, down to the 2. Beautiful punt. Beautiful. So the Vipers are backed up deep. Defense got him a stop, though. 31-16. Hand off to Davis. Davis gets him out of the jam. Davis nearly broke free. Picks up a 9-yard gain. Lambert with his 6th tackle. But a nice run by Davis to start the drive. And if you're Cleveland, this is not a time to panic. Plenty of time left in this game. You just need a solid drive here. 2nd and 1 at the 11. High formation for Caleb Wright. Scott King, bottom of the screen. Kreitz to the top of the screen. Hand it off to Davis again. Davis has a first down and more. Big hole for Davis out to the 20. And Rodney Woods pounced all over him. But Chris Davis has found his spark that he had in the first half. And that should be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And there you have it. End of 3. Orlando 31, Cleveland 16. But the Vipers making things interesting. We'll be back to the Dome in Orlando, Florida in a few seconds. Minutes left in this one. Vipers have the football, 1st and 10 at the 20. Down by 15. You're watching the Sim Football Network on Twitch. Caleb Wright. Check down, starts the quarter. A 3-yard gain. He's up a 2nd down and 7. Caleb Wright now 64 passing yards. That is really low. Cleveland lucky to be in this game. Only 8 passing yards in the 2nd half for Wright as Davis takes the carry for a 4-yard gain. Isn't that unbelievable? 56 passing yards at the half. He's got 8 in the 2nd half. a gold star quarterback? That's just unacceptable offense. And on 3rd down and 3, it would appear they're going to run. And they're going to toss it out to Davis, and Davis is going to be dropped for no gain. You got to take the chains off. Cleveland just has not been able to figure that concept out all season long. And they're going to have to punt it away again. It's sad. Orlando from the 35-yard line. Just as a team, if you've got a formation with either all pass or all run in it, when people scout, they're going to know that that formation, that you're going to always run or pass in that formation. You want to be a little bit better than that with your disguises. Back to pass. Flip out to Parker. Look at Cleveland close on Zach Parker. Parker goes out of bounds untackled, but it is a 2-yard loss. Second down, 12. Cleveland's defense still trying to give the Cleveland offense a chance. And out of the 3-back set, Matsumoto was going to throw, but the screenplay was well read. A 6-yard loss. Ronaldo Gaylor on the stop, and my goodness, it's 3rd down and long again for Orlando. Cleveland's defense having one of their better games of the season. We'll see what the final score and final yardage tally ends up being. But 3rd down and 18, now under 10 minutes to go in the 4th. Vipers still hanging around. Back to pass, Matsumoto. Hit as he threw, caught over the middle, 1st down. And it's Nathan Chambers who was the hero of the first half. Matsumoto under pressure, hit as he threw, put a beautiful touch on that football. And Orlando avoids another 3 and out. 182 passing yards now for Matsumoto. Handoff goes to Parker. Loss of 1. 2nd down, 11. Second down, 11. Matsumoto back to pass. Hit as he threw. Caught by Parker. Pass midfield. Parker still on his feet. Oh, Zach Parker. He will not go down. 3rd and short at the Viper 47. Parker is a freight train. Zach attack. Back to pass. Matsumoto's going to check it down, and the pass is incomplete. 4th down again. Cleveland not winning the field position battle, but they sure are giving their offense a chance to air it out and get a big play under their belt. We talked about it earlier. Orlando's defense has been very good. In the last 3 weeks, they've given up 17 points, 13 points, and now 16 points today. And I don't care who you're playing, it's tough to hold 3 consecutive teams to under 20 points as they have to punt. And that rolls into the end zone. Big break there for Cleveland. First and 10 of the 20. Davis will pick up another 3 yards. Davis now up to 29 carries. He's got to be a bit exhausted. Second down and 7. Five wide receivers. Right out of the gun. Right back to pass. Steps up. And as he throws, caught! Between the defenders, Scott King makes the play and keeps the drive alive. And that's more passing yards in this half for Cleveland on that one pass than they've had the previous 15 minutes. And off Davis, hit hard. 3-yard loss. If I was Cleveland, I would just keep throwing to King and Christ. I wouldn't do anything else at this point. 7 minutes left. Trying to avoid their second winless season in 3 seasons. And off Davis again. Oh, Davis proves me wrong. Nice hole. An 8-yard gain. Still averaging near 5 yards a carry, up to 149 yards. That's a career high for Davis. Now they just got to catch the ball here on 3rd down. And Wright needs to get rid of it. Wright avoids the sack and goes down. That's about the worst time to have a sack. And with 6 minutes left, I don't think Cleveland will go for this. I think they'll punt the football away. Another missed opportunity for the Vipers to get back in contention here this afternoon. On the 28, Orlando sidesteps a defender up to the 32-yard line. And right now, if you're the Intimidators, all you got to do is hold on to the ball here. And you'll be just fine. Orlando would appear to be going to 2-5. Joining the Renegades at 2-5. Oklahoma City finishes their season with the Maulers in 2 weeks. Orlando plays next week against the rival Legends. Matsumoto, pump fake, down the field, knocked away and incomplete. That's exactly what you don't want to have happen if you're Orlando. Brantley knocks it down, and it stops the clock with 5:38 to go. One thing Cleveland does well is when they feel like they're in a desperate situation, they do get aggressive and they can score quickly. So if you're Orlando, you cannot take your foot off the gas here, but you have to be smart with the football. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers for the Intimidators. Back to pass. Matsumoto steps up. Down the middle to Allen. First down to the 43. Pass a little bit off, but that's huge. A nice shoestring grab from Allen. Once again, programming note, Sunday Showcase tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. Knights 4-2 and Dragons 3-3. The SFL game of the week is the 2 teams continue to jostle for playoff position. Money Monday, 2 teams we already know are going to be in the playoffs, the Baltimore Crabs and the Santa Fe Gorillas at 5-1. However, it's a rematch of one of the best games of the year, a 38-31 Baltimore win earlier this season. It's in Santa Fe between 2 rival teams, and Santa Fe is looking to secure a potential first-round bye and send Baltimore into the wild card round. Clarker lost 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. Cleveland's season finishes up with Tallahassee. So Tallahassee gets a gift there. The Pride 4-2 at the moment would be 5-2 with a victory against Cleveland. That's next week. And then the Pride will take on the Santa Fe Gorillas in the final week of the season. Zach Parker will not get the first down. 4th down and 6. Cleveland gets another shot. Elfage again in the backfield. He has stood out today for the Viper defense. Fourth and 6. Orlando manages to take a couple minutes off the clock. That helps their cause. And Orlando kicks it away. Can Cleveland make an unbelievable comeback? They'll have to go 81 yards first. Cleveland has just not had good field position all day. That one interception returned into Orlando territory is going to skew that stat, however. First down and 10 of the 19. Empty backfield, 5 wide for Davis. Out of the shotgun. Davis back to pass. Davis fires deep. Pass is caught by Scott King to the 49-yard line. A 30-yard pickup. Under 3 minutes to go. No huddle out of Cleveland. Same formation. Right back to throw. Right going to go left side. That pass is caught by Noel Christ to the 21. And again, we've said it all year long, when they take the chains off of Caleb Wright, he can make plays like this. 1st and 10. Wright steps up in the pocket. Wright looking to get away, and he will be sacked. 2-yard loss. Nobody open. Clock keeps running. 2nd and 12. Wright again. Empty backfield. Wright looks King's direction. Knocked away. Beautifully defended by Isaac Wallace. 3rd down. Orlando tightening up. Crowd's been fairly subdued for most of the day, but they're getting fired up now. 3rd down, 12 yards to go. Wright back to pass. Wright fires down the middle. It's caught to the 8-yard line. 15. They needed 12. Trying to get another playoff before the 2-minute warning. They do. Wright. Check down. Davis ran out of bounds. With 2:02 left, 2nd and goal. The Vipers have all 3 timeouts. If they do score a touchdown, we'd likely see an onside kick. Can the Vipers punch it in? Wright goes back under center. First time on the drive. Wright to throw. Screen! Oh, it's a fumble! And it went out of bounds at the 17-yard line. What a collapse. Backwards pass, loses 6.
The replay booth will review.
We will have a review on whether it was a backwards pass or not. I thought it was, first glance. Boy, that's incredibly close. I don't know how you can overturn this call.
After review, the play has been ruled a forward pass and therefore incomplete. 3rd down.
So it'll be 3rd down and goal at the 11. Big moment here for the Vipers. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Intimidator Radio Network.
You're listening to 1090 WIRN, the Extra Point, Orlando sports leader.
Third down and goal for Caleb Wright. 4-down territory, down 15. Back to pass. Wright has time, fires to the end zone, knocked away. 4th down. Orlando trying to make it 3 straight games, holding opponents to under 20 points. A big accomplishment. No matter the football team, no matter the league. Crowd on their feet. Trying to hold off a Cleveland rally. And right on 4th down and goal, will fire to the end zone. It is caught for a touchdown! Scott King on a beautiful route. And Cleveland is not done yet. On 4th down and goal, King over the middle, perfectly placed, just before Rodney Woods could get there to make the play. What a throw and catch and drive for the Cleveland Vipers. They'll kick the extra point, save the 2-point conversion for later. And the extra point is good. So here we go. Can Cleveland get the onside kick and really make Orlando scared? The Vipers still do have all 3 timeouts, so potentially, even if they don't recover the kick, they could still get the ball back. 31-23. Cleveland's onside kick hops around, and it is recovered by Orlando. Nobody could find the football. Oh, man, a golden opportunity missed by Cleveland. But that's a great onside kick because it puts Orlando outside of field goal range. They're forced to get a 1st down.
1st and 10.
First and 10 of the 43. Matsumoto's going to throw. Better complete it. The pass is caught, but it's a 1-yard gain. And the Vipers will call timeout. Unbelievable.
Let's go.
Second and 9 of the 42. Cleveland very tight up on the line. Allen all by himself at the top of the screen. Handoff's going to go to Parker. He's going to be stopped in the backfield. Timeout, Cleveland. This is unbelievable. It's a flashback to the Orlando-Tallahassee game when Orlando blew a 14-point lead and lost that game. They were up by 15 in this game, and if they don't convert this 3rd down, they could be in some big trouble. 3rd down and 10. Matsumoto going to throw. Matsumoto is sacked. He's sacked. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. The Vipers will get the football back. Another meltdown from the Intimidators this season. What a finish. And the sack helps the field position battle for Cleveland. Punt is away. Cleveland, however, out of timeouts. From the 12. Vipers will start from the 14. So they still have to go 86 yards. But what an opportunity for the Vipers. Dan Stevens, Peter O'Keefe coming up with the post-game highlights and stats. And we'll be by for a quick wrap-up after that. They might be waiting a little longer if this game ends up going to OT. 4 receivers for Caleb Wright. And Wright will swing it out to Davis. Bad play, no gain. You've got to continue to look down the field. Second and 10. At the 14-yard line, 5 receivers. Back to pass. Wright steps up in the pocket. Here does he throw? Caught at the 34. What a catch from Noel Kreis. Cleveland still alive. Orlando gets set. 1:08 to go. Empty backfield. 5 wide. Right deep. Wright's pass off the hands of Kreis. And incomplete. Lacoste on the coverage. Caleb Wright, balls to the wall. He is going. Green light, trying to prove himself. Desperately. Orlando trying to avoid another meltdown here at home. Second and 10 of the 34. 4 receivers for Wright. Wright back to pass. Wright fires deep, and the pass is into triple coverage and incomplete. Looking for King. Woods and the Intimidator defense blanketed that play. It's 3rd down and 10, and my advice to Caleb Wright right now is just to keep the drive alive. He's trying to get it all in one chunk. You can't blame him. What an interesting game today. Trips to the right for Caleb. A 3-2-6 defense. Play action. Caleb Wright fires it left. It's caught at midfield into the Orlando 49-yard line. Interesting play call, but it's effective. Down to 42 seconds to go. And they spike it with 41 seconds to go. Unbelievable. Vipers, for the first time this year, showing signs of a team that can hang. I know it's against the 1-win Intimidators, but this Orlando Intimidators team has played Santa Fe close, Baltimore close, Honolulu close. Second and 10. Right back to pass. Going left. That pass is picked off by A.J. Lacoste. And that ends the rally. First turnover of the day for the Cleveland Vipers, and they will stay winless. Lacoste, perfect coverage. And Noel Kreis actually helped Lacoste stay in bounds. And that's the ball game, folks. Ended with some fireworks at the end, but Orlando will hold on and improve to 2-5. Worst season in franchise history, but at least they can go for a sweep of their rival next week. Potentially finish the season respectively at 3-5 in a season that was marred by very close losses. The Orlando Intimidators finally win a game decided by 8 points or less as the clock ticks down. A 31-23 victory. And while Cleveland made it close at the end, they still struggled the vast majority of the game offensively. Defense looked better today. And the Orlando Intimidators will not have to snap the football again as the clock ticks down. We'll be back for a quick wrap-up after Dan and Peter. This is the Sim Football Network on Twitch.
And that is going to do it for this one. The Intimidators come out on top, 31-23. With that, let's look back at some of the plays that made the difference in this one. That was an exciting game. So let's not waste any time in getting to the highlights in our post-game show. We'll pick up the action midway through the third quarter. After driving 42 yards on 9 plays, Epstein would come on and connect on the field goal try. A 39-yard field goal. The Vipers climb back into the game, now down by 8. Answering right back, the Intimidators have the ball at the 40-yard line. Number 35 would get the carry here. Good blocking up front, and it helped to spring it. A 40-yard touchdown for the home team. Now early in the fourth quarter, the Intimidators out in front by 15. Number 3 went to the air trying to convert on third down, and he found his man. I'm out of control. The Vipers, late in the fourth quarter, number 19 is back to throw, and look at the finesse he puts on this one. A 30-yard play that set up a visitor's touchdown. The Vipers trailing 31-23. Number 47 would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. And that will do it. The Intimidators edge out a win 31-23. Let's take a moment to recognize the 2K Sports Player of the Game.
Number 35 showed us exactly why he's a legend. Well, they put the game on his legs, Dan, and he managed to find his way through holes big and small all game en route to a big rushing performance. And that performance led his team to victory.
For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Thanks for being along for the ride today. Orlando 31, Cleveland 23. Tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, along with Greg Morris, it's the Sunday Showcase, New York and D.C. Money Monday with Mike Peters. It's Baltimore and Santa Fe. This has been a presentation of the Simulation Football League on the Sim Football Network on Twitch. And from all of us at the Dome in Orlando, Florida, and back in our SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas, bigger things are ahead for the SFL. It's an exciting time to be a supporter of the league. Stay tuned. 31-23, Orlando now 2-5, Cleveland 0-7. I'm Cameron Irvine. See you on the flip side.